Do you own a smartphone like an iPhone or an Android? How about a tablet? If you're like most people nowadays, you probably own more than one, or at least have friends and family that do. But if that's the case, you are probably also downloading a lot of apps, such as Angry Birds, Words with Friends, and Instagram. Everyone loves apps, and there seems to be an app for just about everything. From playing games to health and fitness, keeping in touch with friends, business, languages, and just about anything you can think of. But did you know that you can also get paid to use apps? There is a whole underground market going on right now that you have probably never even heard of, where you can get paid for downloading and using the hottest new apps. Sounds too good to be true, right? Why would anyone pay you for downloading and using apps? Fair question, and to understand why, we first need to get a grip on just how much money is being spent on the mobile apps market. You see, the apps market isn't just big, it's gigantic, and it's growing like crazy. Look at how fast the apps market has grown in just the last few years. And that growth has a long way to go yet. A recent report from Gartner Research estimates that an amazing 310 billion apps will be downloaded in 2016, generating a whopping $74 billion in revenue. Quite an achievement for an industry that didn't even exist until a few years ago. But that's just the tip of the iceberg. Within another year or two, the apps market is expected to grow to reach a mind-blowing $100 billion in revenue. That's a serious amount of cash. And it's not just the big players like Apple and Google who are making all the money in these apps either. The independent developers who create and sell these apps are making serious amounts of money as well. One app company from Sweden called Supercell are pulling in close to $750,000 every single day from apps that they sell in the App Store alone. So basically, the apps market is a big deal, and there is a lot of money floating around in it right now. But app developers have a huge problem. You see, it's one thing to create an app, but quite another to spread the word about it. Every day there are thousands of new apps released into the App Store, and it's getting harder and harder for developers to get attention and get noticed. No developer wants to spend tens of thousands of dollars developing a new app, only to see it disappear into obscurity, right? Well, that's where you come in, app reviewer to the rescue. You see, developers have discovered that reviews are the key to getting the word out about their apps. People buy apps based on reviews they see, so getting reviews into the market is critical to success. The more reviews that are posted, the better the chance of the app succeeding. And this is so important that developers will actually pay people like you to write reviews. And there's a very good reason why people are paying people like you to create these reviews and aren't just creating them on their own. You see, it's very difficult to create multiple accounts in the Apple App Store or Google Play Store, which means it's almost impossible to create fake or automated reviews. This means that app developers who want to give their app a boost when they first launch it have no choice but to pay real people like you to download and review their apps when they first are released. And when you consider that some of these app developers are making hundreds of thousands of dollars per day, it's not hard to see why they don't think twice about paying people like you to download and review their apps, to help them get more sales. So why pay to download apps when you can get paid to download apps instead? For simple reviews of most apps, the going rate is between $5 and $20 per app, depending on the complexity of the app and how in-depth the review needs to be. And this is passive income that just keeps on coming. Just do a few reviews a day and you should be banking hundreds of dollars a week just for downloading and reviewing apps.